So unfortunately, I still have a cold, but my voice sounds a little better. I did Monday. My hair's a little fuzzy. Take these out at some point. Anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about a webtoon called I Am the Villain. So it's similar to the anime that I talked about on Monday, where someone wakes up and they're the villainess in a story. Except for this takes place in a novel, and it was like the woman falls into some water. It's a little hard to tell if she drowned and died or if she was transported, but she ends up in the world of her best friend's novel, and she's the villainess in that story. The webtoon is written and illustrated by someone called Seji, and they also have an Instagram and Patreon. Patreon you can join through the webtoon itself when you go to webtoons.com and you click the story. When an artist has a Patreon, they have a little link that you can click on it yourself. So I'm not going to include the link, but I will include the Instagram down in the description if you want to follow this artist, if you like their artwork and the story. So let me get back to it. I Am the Villain is a webtoon that updates every Sunday, and like I said, the woman wakes up, she's a college student, she wakes up and she realizes she's in her best friend's novel and she's the villainess. Now, the difference between this story and the anime I talked about on Monday is the realization of her being the villainess in the anime happened when she was a child. So before the character had a chance to really do anything bad or ruin relationships with people. However, in this webtoon, she's the villain and, well, she's already grown. She's already an adult. So basically she's kind of dealing with the aftermath of this terrible personality that this person had. And place is a little better for Monday, but not by much. And it's kind of like it's a classic reverse harem situation where it's a bunch of guys. Doesn't seem to be other women involved so far. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to introduce some of the characters from the webtoon, and you get to see the beautiful artwork from it as well. And then I'll be back. So this is Lucia. I think she usually goes by Lucy. As a child, she was adopted into the Aurealis family, and the father doted on her a lot. And so she grew up being very spoiled and unkind to others. But when she becomes reincarnated, when that soul comes in, then she tries to fix her relationships with her brothers and with other people, and is just trying to live a drama-free life right now. And then there's Alexander, who is Lucy's older brother, and like I said before, she was quite a brat and would blame things on her brothers, so he doesn't have the best relationship with Lucy, but he does still care about her. He cares if she's hurt or if she goes missing or anything like that. And the story actually kind of starts off that she was missing, and he's the one who goes to look for her, even though he doesn't really like her so much. He still cares for her as a younger sister. And then there's Theodore. He's the younger brother. He's not the youngest. Lucy's the youngest, but he's the middle child. He does not like Lucy at all. Like, he just kind of thinks she's evil incarnate, pretty much. And wants nothing to do with her. Like, she was missing and he's like, I don't care. And he doesn't understand why his brother Alexander cares to what happens to her either, since she's never been kind to them. But now with the new Lucy, he's a little confused and not sure if he should trust it, because, yeah. This is Arthur Felix. He's the crown prince and he's actually Lucia's fiance. However, the new Lucia breaks their engagement, which he's more than happy to do. but then he kind of starts acting a bit odd after the engagement is broken off. And maybe because he's realizing that Lucy's changed, but it's still too early to tell the reasons behind that. The story just started. But yeah, he seems like a kind character so far. There's not much known about him. This is Leonardo Felix. He's Arthur's younger brother. He's the second prince, so he's the first character in the story to notice that Lucy isn't acting like her usual self, and he gets quite intrigued by her. He's known as the Red Lion for like his military strength, and he's very wise military-wise. He's very strong in terms of strategy in the military and things like that. But he's also quite a laid-back character. This is Noah. Lucy just kind of runs into him while she's out on a walk and it gets dark, and Noah saves her from this creep who was trying to hit on her while she was kind of sitting on a park bench, and he becomes Lucy's knight. She just decides he'll be her. She doesn't know anything about him. She just decides he's his knight. There's not much to know about him either. There was no last name. There's no idea where he came from. So hopefully we find that out in later chapters. Alright, so those are the characters from I Am the Villain. And so far I think Lucia is hilarious. Like, I really like her as the main character. And there's a bit of a twist that happens partway through the story. I'm not going to say what it is because that would ruin it, and I really want you guys to check it out. And it actually surprised me. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, check out I Am the Villain. And updates every Sunday. It's kind of newish, so this is a great time to start reading it because there's not that many chapters. The artwork, like I said, is really beautiful. It kind of makes it more like gives it more a fairy tale feel as well. Also, the story is really funny. There's some really funny moments, and the author kind of makes references to memes that I find quite hilarious. So yeah, definitely check it out. And as usual, I know I haven't said it in the past few videos in a while because I kept forgetting, but if you have any recommendations, anime, webtoons, even TV shows, whatever you think I should check out, definitely leave a comment below and make sure to like the video and please subscribe, okay? Alright, bye. Have a good rest of the week. See you Monday.